car through the opening stage is James Doherty in his Chevette HSR, fastest by 41 seconds from Bertie in his VDA Escort. James's car was recently updated to the latest tarmac specifications. Sponsor Michael Nocton on his way. Here we have Donie Keating, who was 53 seconds off the pace as he didn't have time to change his tyres before starting the stage. Keating now getting into the swing of things. Here on stage 2, Harkin, he's only 14 seconds off the pace. Stage 3, Donie Keating, now second overall and fastest on this stage by 8 seconds. James Doherty, the leader, by 69 seconds. Bertie locking his brakes for a second, lying third overall and only 10 seconds behind Donie Keating. Keith Edwards in his Sunbeam, all the way from England and 5th overall. Lyons, brushing the stones aside, 4th and in a Group 1 car. Mike Dunion, 2-litre Sunbeam, 8th. W.J. Dolan from Tyrone, lying 9th in his 2-litre Escort. County Limerick driver Liam Fitzgibbon, 10th in his well-tried RS 2000. Benskin, 1600 VDA Escort, lying 7th, 4 seconds behind the hard-charging Eddie Colton in his 1600 Avenger. No sign here of Richie Healy, who left us at the end of stage 2 with a broken O-ring. Con Randalls, a big change from his mini days, quickly followed by Billy Daly, previous owner of Con's car. Now we have a few words from one of the competitors' wives, Geraldine Sadler.
I believe your husband is taking part navigating.
Yeah, first time,
Are you afraid he'll do any harm?
Well, I was a bit nervous on, when I saw him passing through and I saw the car sort of bashed, but it left me then, So that's it now.
Stage 4 with James Doherty leading by 75 seconds from Donie Keating. Bertie 44 seconds behind Donie. Keith Edwards closing to just 1 second behind Ken Lyons. Here we have Philip Armstrong leading his class in the Avenger 1300. Eddie Colton still holding on to 6th place, driving well. Bill Murphy, first time out with his TR7 V8. Martin Gallagher takes a straight line through that corner. John Hackett in the screaming 127 Sport, leading his class, closely followed by Vincent Foley. Ever rally. Noel Conroy loses it and widens the road.
You're here.
Now we see him taking the long way around. Here he comes again for a second chance. Here we have Connie Ward, 970S Mini, trying his best to catch John Hackett. Stage 6, Karen for the second time, and Donie vanishes between the umps, taking 5 seconds back, James Doherty. Still trying very hard. Ken Lyons still holding on to 4th place. Left the tail out. Hard in for Mike Dunion, not so hard out. Little tip on the front wing. Eddie Colton still holding on to 6th place and trying hard. Brendan Savage, plenty of upper cylinder lubricant. On to stage 7. At the end of the first day, Donie Keating is lying second. He's 53 seconds behind James Doherty, who finishes today's rally in the lead. Bertie Law, lying in third place, 4.5 minutes behind Donie Keating Chevette. Keith Edwards, minus his headlamp and with half-shaft problems, he's fallen to 7th place. Mike Dunion follows in 8th place. Ray Benskin, 1600 BDA Escort, 2nd in class, 6th overall. And great day's driving from Ken Lyons in his reshelled RS 2000. He's up to 4th place overall and 1st in Group 1. Eddie Colton getting in a bit sideways there. Brendan Savage, 10th overall and 3rd in class. Michael Nocton, minus a headlamp, bent panels and a battered navigator, 16th place. Pat Canny trying hard. Henry Hogg with his American Alfetta, adding an international favour to this event. Liam Fitzgibbon charging on in 9th place. John Lernahan leading his class in his own backyard. A consistent drive from Billy Daly. Pat Gleeson looking forward to a major battle tomorrow with Philip Armstrong. Making the top 20 in his 1300 Sunbeam, Martin Carroll. Raymond Mason, an excellent drive into 14th place overall and leading his class in the 1300 Cadet. John Hackett still leading his class. And here we have Conmord again from Clydimo, chasing John. James can't make up his mind which way to go. This indecision costs him at least 10 seconds. A bit of late braking from Bertie Law. And a lot of reversing. Lyons is still throwing up stones. That completes the first day's rallying. We now hand over to Jim Barry talking to Donie Keating.
Day 1 down, how do you think you're doing?
I think that we're probably about a half minute to 35 seconds down on James Doherty at the moment.
It has been very hot all day. Has that caused a problem with tyres?
Well, you see, our car was late coming in the boat and we had bald tyres and just came off the trailer and we had to start the rally immediately, so we dropped about a minute and a half to James in the first 2 stages.
Yeah.
So since then on we've been taking seconds off him all the time,
Yeah. The stages seem to be very fast today. They just seem to be very straight, fast roads, windy roads. That's what your car?
I wouldn't say the Chevette is the best car on Yumps, no. The engine is too heavy in front, so the front of it drops much sooner, you know. They're very nice stages, but you really have to be on your guard all the time.
Yeah. Do you think you will, win tomorrow night?
It's a long rally, it's very hard to say.
Very hard to say.
One puncture could do any of the two of us in, you know.
Yeah.
I suppose we'll be trying our best to get there.
It's between yourself anyway and
James Doherty. I think there's nobody else really in contention, you know.
Thanks very much, Tony.
Thank you very much.
Martin, how are you doing in Class 5?
Not really, we are going as much as number 1. We must be somewhere between 2nd and 3rd at the moment, I don't think we'll make up the time, but you never know, there's a long ways to go and we'll be trying, We have a head gasket on at the moment, but that's that no shock, and you never know. 12 stages tomorrow, we'll be trying as hard as we can. We're driving a pretty well prepared car, so there's a long way to go, so we'll be hoping for the best.
Had you a trouble-free run all day?
Just in the head gasket blew, there were 2 stages to go. We just had to fill it with water once, but basically trouble-free now all day. I couldn't complain really, like, you know, car's going very well, very well.
What do you think of the stages? They seem to be very long and fast.
Personally, I'd say if they were more twisty, they'd suit us better with less straights, like, you know, but didn't mind the speed of them either, really, like, you know. A lot of downhill suited our car, like, you know, into twisty bits, but I would have rather they were tighter and not as many straights, yeah. Would have suited the car better, like, would have suited our power and better.
Yeah. Thanks very much, Bert, and best of luck for tomorrow.
Thank you.
Second stage, a couple of miles in, I suppose, going too quickly. A fast left-hander, car seemed to take off, hit the ground once, ditch, problems. We got her back out, but I reckon we lost a good bit of time there, unfortunately. You know, we were lucky to get it back on the road in a way at all. It was into a deep ditch, but we got her back and managed to get to limp it home, you know. But a lot of panel damage, wings to be pulled out and so on, but she's running fairly well. Up to that point we were going very, very quickly indeed. I felt doing quite well, making up times and markers ahead of us and so on.
We've got some time anyway tonight to get it repaired again.
Hopefully, yeah. You know, I mean, it's. I think there might be some small problem with the front suspension, but she's still driving fairly well, going fairly quickly. But on the last stage, then the 10th stage today, we had a small oil pressure problem and lost a bit of time there again. But with the exception of these 2 stages, I reckon we're thereabouts with the owing close class, apart from Mr. Lyons, of course, and the top end, but driving fairly well, very enjoyable stages.
Thanks very much, Tony.
Thank you.
I believe you're doing very well today.
I'm doing as well as I could expect to do, actually. Only built the car, finished the car at 6 o'clock this morning. We've been working on it all week. A good run in the rally, the Lake and the Circuit of Kerry rally. But we hit a belt on the second last stage. We spent the time rebuilding it since, and it was only finished at 6 o'clock this morning. I went to bed at 12 o'clock, but the lads finished it off for me. It's done an excellent job. Nothing has come loose in it all day. It's running as well as it could be expected.
Well, we think you're leading Group 1 and 4th overall, so that more than pays off for the effort all night. So
Certainly does. The lads are delighted that they stayed up and did it. Otherwise, if I wasn't 4th overall, they might have been killed at this stage.
Thanks very much, Ben.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Special Stage 11, Doolin Bridge. Sunday morning opens wet and windy, with a number of interesting battles lined up. Donie Keating is trying his hardest to catch James Doherty, but James has no intention of giving an inch. Pat Gleeson and Con Ward are to produce the drives of their lives. Both are now lying second in their classes. Let's watch the progress. Stage 12, Dunion. Here James Doherty takes back the 16 seconds lost on stage 11 to Donie Keating. Gingerly around there for Donie. Bertie Law at this stage has no hope of first overall, bar the 2 Chevettes leave the event. Keith Edwards, Sunbeam. A little bit too sideways. The familiar yowl, Ray Benskin's BDA. Mike Dunion's Sunbeam, a little bit too sideways. Sunbeam seemed to have a problem here. A very splashed looking Liam Fitzgibbon. Here we can see the good effects of front-wheel drive put to use. Michael Naughton still going strong despite his damage. It's hard to believe from the results that this is the 1300 Cadet. An excellent drive.
Oh yeah, very good. Actually, this is on his first stage we've seen so far. Had to bring the lunatics along with me, of course.
Special stage 13, Crow's Bridge. County Limerick fans, and one man in particular, 13, proves to be a very unlucky number. James Doherty has failed to come through this stage. We hand over now to Jim Barry to find out why.
James, can you tell us what has happened?
Well, I came into a junction just back about half a mile, and there's loose chippings in it. I took the junction and the car went off song. I didn't know what was wrong. I thought the exhaust was off first, and then the car lost complete power. So we just coasted in here, and when I opened the bonnet, the cam belt was off. So I reckon the stone just went off the belt, and that's the end of the story.
Yeah, we presume you were still leading at that stage, or was Donie catching you at all?
No, this morning we had taken something like 15 seconds off Donie on the first tour.
This must really be a big disappointment for you, James, being doing so well in the rally.
Well, I'm running for a long time and I've had a lot of disappointments, and I've been able to take them so far, but definitely, yes, this is the biggest disappointment I've ever had. To be able to be in contention with Donie and lose it.
Special stage 14, the crosses of Annan. Donie Keating and Nicky Condon cruise into the lead. Bertie Law now up to second place. First overall, Donie loses it, but it's most unlikely. Eddie Colton, fourth overall, drops 2 places here with the back axle giving him a lot of trouble. Ray Benskin moves into the class lead. Mike Dunion is only 3 seconds off the fastest time for this stage. Keith Edwards, with a lot of help from Mike Dunion, is motoring well. Mike lent him half shafts, tyre, among other parts. Lyons, still going very well. John Lernahan from Ennis. Liam Fitzgibbon, a little bit of a dent in the front. Billy Daly in the Golf GTI. Very steady. Seamus Carroll revving hard. Philip Armstrong collects some scenery. The navigator here, Edward Crosley, is sure to lose his hand if he keeps it at this position. This is a very, very dangerous practice. Large crowds in attendance at this stage. Pat Kenny in hot pursuit of the other 2 Avengers. Michael Nocton burning plenty of oil. John Hackett still holding on to the class lead by a narrow margin. time since we've seen a Mini driven like this. Conward hot on the heels of John Hackett. Leading the ladies class, Louise Nolan. Special stage 16, Donie Keating still on his winning way. Bertie Law still hoping for something to go wrong with him. Ken Lyons now in third place, looking very secure. Eddie Colton. Keith Edwards. This man set fastest time on this stage. Followed by Mike Dunion. 7 seconds behind him. Mike seems to have good use to the limited slip here. Ray Benskin secure with first in class. Here's John Lernahan in a spot of trouble by the look of it. With plenty of helpers. Billy Daly is wondering what to do. Go over, go under or go around him. Finally he's through. It looks as if it's all in for John. Here comes Michael Nocton and Tony Sadler. Perhaps Michael is wondering, will he be seeing John at the car spares yard on Monday morning? John Hackett losing more time to Connie Ward. Pat O'Donnell waving his hands does not seem to make the car go any faster. William and Ben Kiley show how to get it all wrong. Plenty of clearance there in the front wheels. Just, not just. Liam Maul getting out of the way, and nearly into our way. Come on Liam, that's it. Away we go. Ladies winner here last year, Angela Murphy. I think Angela could do it a good handbrake. John Ricketts from Larne nearly buries the Mini. Special stage 17, Donie takes off sideways, that's all square. Mike Dunion still following Keith Edwards. Billy Daly in his Class 2 Golf GTI moved up the field very well due to nothing but consistency, skilled driving. John Hackett. Connie Ward leaping into the air, still in pursuit of John, but sadly in vain. Louise Nolan Still holding on to the class lead. This car was originally belonged to Marie Maloney. Vincent Foley and John Crone. Kerry.
Back suspension fell out on the driver's side. Must be his weight or something, you know.
You're up completely.
We are, yeah.
How are you doing up until now?
I'd say we're somewhere around in top 10 and 12 after having the wheel falling off this morning and puncture as well, you know.
Disappointed?
Yes. Especially at this stage. There's only 2 more to go, you know.
Okay, John.
Thanks.
Martin Tracy is very sideways. He's not even competing. As we come to the closing stages of the car spares event at Circuit of Munster, Donie Keating cruises home to take top honours, over 5 minutes ahead of Bertie Law. Ken Lyons takes 3rd place in his Group 1 RS 2000. Keith Edwards, 4th overall, 1st in Class 7. Mike Dunion gets it wrong, good enough for 5th overall, 2nd in Class 7. Ray Benskin, 6th overall, 1st in Class 6. Philip Armstrong, who has just been pipped for 1st in Class 1 by only 12 seconds. Billy Daly, 8th overall, 1st in Class 2. Pat Leeson, 1st in Class 1, and that hand is still there. Whoops! Pat Canny, overdoing it, but nevertheless picks up 1st in Class 5. Sideways and sideways again. Ooh, Seamus McTiernan from Ennis. Out again, Seamus. That's it. 3rd in Class 6. Brendan Savage. Brendan, that's it. Away we go. 1st in Class 3. Eddie Colton, after an excellent drive, secures 7th overall, 2nd in Class 6. John Hackett scores 1st in Class 4 by 24 seconds. Mervyn Dunn, County Dublin. Raymond Mason, 3rd in Class 5. Brian Stinson. Conward settles eventually for 2nd in class. Good result from Louise Nolan, taking the Ladies' Award. Martin Daly, 2nd overall in the National Championship. She's class. Vincent Foley and John Crone, 3rd in Class 1 with the unusual Talbot Horizon. William Kiley, followed by Noel Conroy. Shades of Mondello about this. Morris Troy with the long area.
No, it's not happening at all. Too slow. In the middle there. No, give it in this one.
Jimmy Keane, third in Class 2.
Oh, give it in. Oh, take it a step it
Angela Murphy and Helen Barron from Wexford. Little sideways, girls.
Come on,
Thomas Sheehan, second in class.
Two cars, get out of it! Get out of that corner!
John Ricketts from Larne, 1275 GT. Liam Wall, and he's not getting in anybody's way this time. Bill Murphy, third in Class 7, the Immaculate TR7 V8. Stephen Burt, delayed on arrival, made the Sunday run. Pat and Mary Doherty, Best Improvement in Seating Award, and their first finish. John Hill from Lizzie Casey. John Adamson and Gerry Willoughby, all the way from across the water. Willie Dunworth and Mick Reeves show how to do it from every direction. Slightly delayed Michael Nocton and Tony Sadler. Second in Class 3.